Okay, so in my last video, we talked about what not to do with toys. We talked about what not to do with toys. I told y'all how um this girl basically was just like, he was did his thing for like a few seconds and then he got his and then just told me to like get mine with my toy. Like we talked about that's not what to do. But this video we're going to be talking about what to actually do with toys and like how to properly introduce toys in the bedroom. Now, if you remember the last video, I said we don't want to introduce toys when we have not learned our partner's body. Okay, your number one priority when you're first being sexual with someone is learning their body. That should come first. Learn their body. Learn how to get them off. Learn what turns them on. Learn what turns them off to avoid. That should be a priority, right? It's like it's like doing math. You don't start out with algebra. You learn the basics. Addition, subtraction, division, multiply. That's all we're doing. Start with the basics, right? So that way we don't have to rely on toys to please our partner. You want to be able to please your partner. You don't want to rely on toys. Now, toys do enhance the experience. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Man, there's first of all, there's so many ways to use them. There's so many of them out there, but we're just gonna go with like reliable wand. The wand, super reliable, super basic. It's like you can't really go wrong with it. If you don't know what it is, all it does is just vibrate a lot. That's all it does. It vibrates a lot. And you rub it on your partner's, not rub it, you could, but like just put it on your partner's excuse me. You put it on your partner's button. I don't know if I can actually say the word because it's monetized or whatever the case may be. But you put it on the word that rhymes with blick. All right. And my rule of thumb when using the wand is first things first. If like you've never used one before, have her show you where she wants it, right? Have her show you where to put it. Watch her. You can just straight up tell her, hey, look, touch yourself, let me watch, right? And that right there, now, and the reason you do that is because you want to be using it. My go-to thing is if you're having sex with your partner, if possible, you should be putting the wand on them. They shouldn't be putting the wand on themselves, right? That's my rule of thumb. So if it's your first time using it and you don't know where to put it, have her show her so that way when you guys are like wrestling, now you know where to put it and you can just put it on her, right? Very simple. Now this is a beginner's guide, so I don't want to really go too much into it. Wait. God dang, I'm yawning a lot. When to use it, how to use it. There are like several settings. Now me personally, I use the settings depending on what the situation is. So, for example, usually the highest setting is too much. Just from my experience with my subs, usually the highest setting is like a little bit too high. Like it's a little bit too strong. It's a little bit too much. It gets a little bit overstimulating. So remember what I said. When you're punishing your sub, too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So If they've been misbehaving, I use the highest setting, right? I use that for the punishment. If we are just about to do the deed, I have a cut in my mouth right here, so it's kind of hard to talk. I apologize if I'm like mumbling or something, but so yeah, I use the highest setting for the what's his face for punishments. I usually do like the lowest or the second lowest setting. I can't just keep it around there usually. So that's just like the settings on like settings you should use. In terms of like when to do it, me personally, I so missionary is the easiest. I put my hand there because I was thinking of like doggy, but like if she puts her leg up, then you can like reach around from like it's hard to show. So missionary is gonna be your go-to thing. I personally like, my favorite position is like when she's on her back, but like I'm standing and she's on like the edge of the bed. Just because when you're standing, that's for me. That's when I have like the most control. I'm like using my legs, so like I have a little bit more like power. I have a lot more balance. But like, yeah, that's the go-to thing. So like if you're like slow stroking, and let's say you're doing missionary, right? Let's say you're doing missionary, and you just want to provide a little bit extra stimulus, right? While you're in missionary. Oh, something else that should be added. I'm all about the build up. If you watch my videos, I'm all about the build up. I don't believe in just going on and doing something. So if you're a missionary and you want to bring the wand in and you want to like use it on your partner, start with your thumb first. Start with your thumb. Circular motion. Circular motion. Speed up. And then once we are thoroughly used our hands, then we bring in the wand. All right, and yeah, I mean that's really about it. Missionary with the wand. You can do doggy. You can like wrap around, or you could like have them put their leg up to like a certain angle, so you can like. It's a lot more complicated. If you're, I'm really big on like having the control. A lot of my subs, they don't really like having control in the bedroom, so like I feel like giving them the wand and then having it using them on themselves is like, it defeats the entire experience. So I typically like to like do missionary, or you can be eating it. You could be using your fingers while using the wand. That's also a really, really good one. I think that's really about it. I don't really know what else to really talk about. For me, it's kind of like you don't want to like overdo it. Me personally, I don't think you want to like overdo it. I think if you use it all the time, it takes the what's the word I'm looking for? It takes the specialness, the thing, the ump that it brings, right? So like for example, I have a sex bench, right? But like if I were to use the sex bench every single time, it takes away its character, like the uniqueness, the like that's like special occasion type stuff. Like it's a thing, right? But you can use it however much you want to use it. So I mean, it is what it is. That's just my personal opinion. I really do think that's it. I do think this is going to be a shorter video. I feel like there's so much, because when I was making this video, I was like, this is going to be like a 30-minute video. I could talk about this forever. but like not, but like I guess on my mind is just drawing a blank. So if you guys got like any questions that y'all want to ask, guys, I already know. Like I already know I've like have definitely could have said a lot more, but my mind is just drawing a blank right now. I said missionary. I said put it here. I said when to use it. I described how to use it, whys to use it, when's to use it. But I feel like I'm missing so much more. So yes, please let me know in the comment section. Please let me know in the comment section if like, be like, hey idiot, you should have talked about this, or hey idiot, you forgot to mention this. That would be, I at this point I will gladly accept it. And I think that's really about it. I want to, before I end this video, I want to make very clear of this. There is nothing wrong with having them use the wand on themselves. Oh yeah, I actually didn't say this. So there's nothing wrong with them having them use the wand on themselves, but you need to be interactive with them, right? Like, for example, in my last video, I told you guys that he was just like, go crazy, like I got mine, get yours, and he started like smoking or watching TV. Like, if she's showing you how to use it, or if like maybe she wants you to watch her, or maybe you just want to watch her, be interactive, right? Like if she's on her back using it, like be right next to her. You can be laying down next to her. You can be kissing her. You can just be like there in the moment with eye contact, talking her through it, letting her know how beautiful she looks while she's doing it, right? Or if she likes being degraded, you can go through that motion as well. But you want to be present. You want to be touching on her. You want to be kissing on her. You want to be looking at her. All right, don't just give her the wand or whatever she uses, the rabbit or whatever, and then just go watch TV while she's doing her thing right next to you. Don't do that. So on that note, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.